Hi, a warm welcome to ExpertsConnect on teachsomebody.com, and I'm your host, Kadian Davis-Owusu. Today, we're privileged to have Mrs. Brew, life balance and empowerment coach, and our conversation will be about overcoming the Superwoman Syndrome. Hi, Amma. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. And Amma, can you tell us a bit about your background?
All right, so my name is Amma Brew. Like he said, I'm a life balance and empowerment coach. I just recently completed my training to be a certified life balance coach. And I do have a first degree in psychology, a master's in organizational leadership and human resource management. So I'm coming from a human resource background, transitioning into coaching. So that's just a little bit about me.
Okay, great. Congratulations that you finished your coaching certification. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, Amma, so many women today are wearing so many different hats and they suffer from the Superwoman Syndrome. Can you tell us what's the Superwoman Syndrome?
Awesome. Yeah. So the Superwoman syndrome is when a woman feels like she needs to do it all and achieve everything, and she needs to do everything to perfection. And so she neglects herself. When I talk about neglecting yourself, I'm talking about neglect her mental, physical, emotional, psychological, spiritual well-being, just so that she can achieve all the things that she wants to achieve. So the thing with Superwoman syndrome is that the woman is ambitious. She has goals. There's so many things she's trying to achieve, and she neglects herself because she's overstretching herself so that she can achieve all these things to perfection. So that's what the Superwoman syndrome is.
Okay, thanks for that insight. And can you tell us a bit more as to what are the root causes of this syndrome?
Awesome. So, the thing with the Superwoman syndrome is that many women have it because they're trying to validate themselves. Okay. So low self-esteem ties in here. A lot of women have low self-esteem because a certain picture and image has been portrayed to them by society, by social media, by the world around them, by their culture, about what a woman should be, who the ideal woman should be, who the perfect woman should be. So a lot of times, many of us women are tempted to try to live up to these standards, and just because we cannot live up to that perfect image, because no woman is perfect. So what happens is that we tend to develop, low self-esteem and unbalanced self-esteem. So what happens, the root cause here is that we are trying to live up to that image, and we have a low self-esteem, and we are trying so hard to validate ourselves. So even though we don't have it all together, we are trying so hard to keep up that appearance of who the perfect woman should be. And so we tend to overstretch ourselves because we overwork ourselves, and we take on more than we can handle because we're trying to, validate ourselves and live up to that image that society has for us. And the closer we can get to that image, the more we feel good about ourselves, and our self-esteem is boosted because we feel we are getting closer to the perfect woman. So that's one of the major root causes, culture, society, self-esteem. Another thing is that many of us women have a hard time saying no.
Yes.
So we tend to, say yes to everybody and every request that comes to us. And it's hard because we already have primary responsibilities, but we take on additional responsibilities, and it becomes too much for us. So we end up having too much on our plate. And so not being able to say no is one of the root causes also of the Superwoman syndrome. So these are some of the reasons why some women have the Superwoman syndrome.
Oh, you've given us such powerful insights. I'm guilty of some of those issues. Yeah, so Amma, from your experience empowering women to achieve life balance, can you describe the profile of a woman suffering from this syndrome?
Awesome. So, a woman with Superwoman syndrome has the constant need to be busy,
Mm-hmm.
She can't stop herself. And when she finds herself taking time off to relax, she feels guilty. She feels guilty because she feels like she should be doing something. She should be busy. She should be busy about her goals because, of course, she has that standard she's trying to reach. So anything that relaxes her or makes her put her feet up makes her feel guilty. Another characteristic is that, of course, I've already mentioned we can't say no, and we can't. It's not only about not being able to say no, but also we can't say yes to help. So we can't say no to people, but when help comes our way, we also can't accept it because we want to do it all by ourselves. We feel like we can do it, and for us, it's our way of not feeling like a weak woman because we feel like, if we accept help or if we reach out to people for help, that it means that we failed. It means that we haven't been able to live up to that, perfect woman image.